The Odyssey is a movie that I wasn't really excited for, but I've seen it twice already. We did it out of theater reaction.
The whole cast is amazing.
They were placed perfectly in their roles.
It was a great movie. Can't wait to watch it again. It's really well done.
This is why we go to the movies. We decided to just scrap that and do this video.
The movie was great. I didn't have any expectations. I just knew it was about the Trojan horse and how they came in and took over Troy. I flunked history in high school, so I knew what it was about, and I was pleasantly surprised of how good it was. I mean, Christopher Nolan, you got Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, and a bunch of other actors that I really like that if you blinked, you would have missed them. There was things that happened in the movie that I really liked. We're not gonna get into spoilers. For us watching it late, we stayed awake and we got through it 3 hours. Never once was I bored. The pacing didn't bother me. I like Christopher Nolan's style. The way the movie started, I was like, all right, it was kind of hard to follow for me at first. I couldn't really hear what they were saying. I was like, well, what's going on? Like, they were talking about somebody and it was cutting other scenes, other things was going on. But then after the first 15 minutes, I think it kind of got its footing. And then I started to kind of understand, okay, I get what's going on. After that, it just, and then the payoff at the end was great. I really enjoyed that. So, yeah, I liked the movie.
Yeah, the payoff was satisfying after everything just comes in full circle. It wasn't until after I watched the film that I became familiar with the source material, which you love it or hate it, with what Christopher Nolan did with it. He kind of took the idea and made it his own thing. I see a lot of people getting technical with what he didn't or what he did do. I really enjoyed what I saw. This felt like, this is why I come to the movies. The pacing is swift for a 3-hour movie. There's a lot going on. I felt like when I saw that it was 3 hours, that there was gonna be some parts that they milked. I didn't feel like that at all. So very well done. I really like the audio. I shouldn't say audio because there's some issues with the audio. I meant the music. The score. The score was awesome. I really like the score. I'm not sure if he's got something wrong with his ears when he's editing in post, but I cannot understand a lot of things they say in these movies that he makes. I mentioned it to this movie, and then he kind of made me remember that this is kind of his style. It's kind of always like that with all of his movies. That's really, truly my only critique. I changed my movie of the year for the 3rd time. This is currently my movie of the year. Obsession was #1 just because of how it made me feel, how unsettling it was, how uncomfortable it was to watch. I just enjoyed that. It's not something that I see myself constantly watching, but then I saw The Furious, so that took my #1 spot. I've seen that movie probably 5 times already, and it'll never get old. The fight choreography is just one of a kind. But now this, Odyssey, pure cinema. Pure cinema. I don't know what else to tell you without spoiling anything. There's no huge spoilers. It's just an experience to have. In the IMAX, I noticed the audio, I don't know if they have something new in the IMAX, but you can feel when something's happening, like it hits you in the chest.
Christopher Nolan with his sound, it was like that in Batman. Sometimes his music was louder than some of the dialogue, and I'm like, what did they say? There was something else I wanted to piggyback off of that you said that was a good, there's something else about the movie.
3-hour movie, IMAX experience, immersion, movie of the year.
Oh yeah, movie of the year. There you go. Look at you. You got a good memory.
Hanging on to what's left. Shit.
Shoot. Yeah.
It's going.
I don't even remember what you just said. It's going.
Right.
Yeah. So this is also my movie of the year. To get into the juicy stuff, I mean, we're movie critics, right? We tend to find ourselves not only critiquing the movies, but also the viewers sometimes. And we're just keeping it real. Some of you guys are reading the book, have read the book, expect certain things. I read something about the Helena Troy character, that wars were started because of her. She's not beautiful enough or whatever. But have you ever had black cookies? No, I'm just playing. Take that out. Yo, is the standard of beauty a blonde woman all the time? I mean, how do we know that? Was she not black? I guess she wasn't. Okay, look.
How do we know that the Helen of Troy was white?
I mean, is Matt Damon Greek? Is Anne Hathaway Greek? Were people mad?
No,
Oh, wait.
I mean,
They're white. Okay, so I guess that's okay. Are they saying maybe it's not because she's black? They're just saying maybe they don't think she's attractive? Even beautiful women have bad breath. I mean, just because it's got to be more than her looks. Helen of Troy. It had to be something else that made everyone go to war. I'll let you guys figure that. I don't know if it was just her looks. I don't know. I just be thinking about stuff. But she had about all of what? 5-6 minutes in the movie? 10 minutes? We went in to watch the movie. This wasn't called Helen of Troy. It wasn't about her. It wasn't her story. The Black Little Mermaid. I get that because it's about the Little Mermaid. Now, I asked my daughter, I was like, hey, do you feel great that there's a Black Little Mermaid? Do you feel empowered? And she's like, no, I grew up watching the cartoon. She grew up watching. This is the thing about Disney. They're changing character like Disney. They change characters because they're woke. They think they're making black people feel good. No, we grew up watching the same Little Mermaid they're just making people hate black people more by making Little Mermaid black. We didn't ask for that.
we are aware of the wokeness that is going on.
Yeah, it's not like we're like, yes, we want to be cast in everything. No, they didn't have to make Man of Arms black, in He-Man. I grew up watching, we want to see what we grew up seeing. You're right? That's what we're used to. So we're okay with that. You didn't have to take Aunt Jemima off the box. There was nothing wrong with Uncle Ben. We didn't ask for that. You know what I mean? I'm getting off subject, all right? I think Lupita Nyong'o is beautiful, but, that's me, who cares what I think?
Different strokes for different folks.
Different strokes for different folks. How do you know that, there was a mixed cast in this? Purposely, I think, because Christopher Nolan did that. He didn't cast all Greek people or white people or whatever. You know what I mean? He did that on purposely, I think, right? Why did he do that? We were talking about that.
Probably to ruffle your feathers as if it's actually happening. Christopher Nolan is kind of like Batman. He's like 12 steps ahead of everyone. That's what it seems like, at least.
Yeah, I think so.
So, even though we enjoyed this flick, is it woke?
I mean, let's think about it. Let's go over to the critique side. I don't want to call people racist or whatever. Let's go over to their side. Did Christopher Nolan, he checked all the boxes. Black, transgender male. He had an Arab or Indian in it.
Yeah, Asian.
Yeah, Asian. He checked all the boxes. Sounds like an Oscar nod to me. Way to go, Christopher. I mean, maybe he played into it to get, he played the game. Maybe he played the game. I don't know. I'll leave that for you guys to decide. But when you watch the movie, does it take you out of it? No. Not us.
Me.
Well, we're not racist, though.
No.
So we just watched the movie and we enjoyed it. But to people who, is the movie woke? Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Leaning more towards
he checked some boxes, but
hey, well, what does that mean? Okay, so what?
I mean,
do we boycott this movie because he's got diversity in it?
He did check the boxes.
So
he checked.
What does woke mean at this point when the movie's actually good?
Wow, that's a good question. Did you guys see the movie, or did you just critique things?
No.
That that bothered you? Like what's going on? I mean, obviously it made $264 million already. So who are you guys to boycott the movie? You're gonna end up watching it and liking it.
I don't think they're boycotting it. They're
going
people that are going. They're
people
just in the comment section saying stuff, and then they're going to watch it.
Or maybe it's bots, internet bots, or something that some jealous studio head is who knows? I don't know. Everything's such a conspiracy nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's true.
they're trying to put us against each other, divide and conquer. We just wanted to watch a movie, a good movie, and it was a good movie, and the cast was perfectly cast.
He put people in places that were very deliberate.
Yeah,
Everyone you guys are complaining about are barely in this movie.
and they did a great job.
Not to make anything like, oh, you should feel better now that they're in it less.
Right.
You're weird
Yeah.
anyway. But on top of that, you're doing all this crying for 5 minutes of screen time.
Right. That was well done. You know. I mean, it's a great movie. It's just a great movie, and like I said, he ticked all the boxes. We'll give you that. We don't have a dog in that fight. We don't care. We're just watching the movie. Like I was saying, it wasn't like the Little Mermaid where, all right, from the gate, it's the Black Little Mermaid. Everything else. So
okay, so for someone that cares about Helen of Troy, I guess that would be different. Kind of relevant, the same,
kind
with like.
Only if it was
Little
called
Mermaid.
Helen of Troy. If the movie was about her life, then I could see where, you know what I mean? If it was like 3 hours about her life and you're watching Lupita Nyong'o, you know what I mean? I could see them complaining like, oh my God, but I mean, she's barely, you know what I mean?
What if Jim Carrey played Candyman?
That would be dope. See, look,
no racism.
Yeah.
We can see things.
Yeah.
We don't get angry. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, we don't want no white boy playing Candyman. What, Candyman's from the hood. You know where he died and where he was
Detroit.
revived?
Yeah.
No.
Or Chicago. Yeah, Chicago.
Is it Chicago?
Yeah, it was Chicago, I think.
Well, it's the same thing to these guys.
Yeah. We we don't lose sleep over that, guys. I can't speak for all black people, or all white people. You know, I know there's a lot of people who just don't care. Like I said, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's this divide and conquer thing going on. There's a lot of people comfortable saying things that, shoot, back in the 80s, they wouldn't be saying before the internet. Now things are kind of just off the hinges.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah, a lot of keyboard warriors. We just enjoyed a great movie. Would we have minded if it was a all white cast? No. All Greek cast? No, it was such a good movie.
As long as they executed their acting roles.
Right. And every actor in this, I actually liked them.
No complaints.
No complaints. I mean, I liked all of them. I'm talking about before they were in this. Travis Scott even, is that what his?
Yeah, Travis Scott.
He even did good. When I heard he was in this, I rolled my eyes. I was like, oh God. But he did his thing. He wasn't acting. He had a small little thing. And it was well done. I mean, like I said, guys, this is a good movie. It's a good movie. I see Oscar nods. It's my film of the year. People were mad at Helen of Troy. You guys, like I said, you ain't never had a black woman, and that's your problem. It's all about preference. Like I said, beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
I'm not sure if it's racism or if they're just trying to look cool for likes.
People like to push other people down to make themselves feel better about themselves. You shouldn't have to do that to feel better about yourself. You shouldn't have to make someone else feel bad or be stuck on this because maybe you grew up around a certain kind of people and that's what you're used to. In Greece, there were no black people. Well, you know what? Jesus didn't look like one of the Bee Gees either. But guess what? Pictures of him looking like the Bee Gees everywhere all over America. He didn't look like that. Anyways, man.
We're only talking about this so much because I've never seen this much negative feedback on an acting role and just racist comments that I'm going to be sharing here.
It's sad, you know. I think a lot of you guys need to look in the mirror. Like I said, I know a lot of you guys have these racist comments, and a lot of you have Christian, American, this and that. And the next, like you're posting on people's pages, and it's racist. I don't know how you expect to make it into heaven like that. I mean, I'm just saying, we got to check ourselves, you know. It's a movie. It's just a movie. I like to have fun and make jokes just like everybody else. But when you're blatant and you're hateful, you know what I mean? That's that's
Yeah.
just whack, man.
And that's what it is.
Yeah, it's blatant, right? It's just, it's, you guys are like hurt that this woman is. And then let's go to Elliot Page, who used to be, what's she, Elaine?
Did she change her name?
Yeah, to Elliot Page.
Oh.
Yeah, she was Elaine, I think.
I think it's Elaine, yeah.
Wh-
Look, we could meet you guys halfway if you weren't so racist and prejudiced. But we thought Ellen was cute as a girl.
Yeah, in the movie Super, I've always thought she was cute as a girl, as a female.
Just saying, we're not going to lash out because she did what she felt like she needed to do with her own life.
Yeah, now she's Elliot Page, and you know, and like I said, I've seen some of the memes, and some of the memes are funny, but like I said, I can laugh at myself too. It gets to the point where it's hateful. When you watch the movie, you'll see, because people didn't see the movie and they have these assumptions. Elliot Page is running around just killing people and all that. No, you gotta watch the movie.
Just watch the movie.
Yeah, you gotta watch the movie before you make an assumption. And when you watch it, it's really good. It's the way the story is explained. Man, what's his name played Batman?
Christian Bale?
No.
Who played Batman?
The one.
Robert.
Robert
Robert Pattinson?
Yeah. And Robert Pattinson, he had such a good time filming this. He had fun. And Tom Holland did a good job. You know, you see him in Spider-Man or whatever, but he locked in on this one. He did really good.
I guess people are upset because he was kind of playing more of a coward role than what was in the book. Apparently, like...
Tom Holland?
Yeah. They said in the book, him and his father fought off like something 100,000 men.
Oh, wow.
But, you know...
I mean, did that happen in real life or just the book?
No, because it's got Zeus and Cyclops.
Yeah. I mean, Christopher Nolan tries to ground things in his reality, like, for example, like the Batman, you know. And Tom Holland tried to fight, you know. He tried to get busy, you know. He did what he could as a youngster. The poor warriors, you know, they went through a lot, and it was fun to watch. It's a good movie.
Yeah, that movie's darker than when you sit down and think about it. That movie's actually really dark.
Yeah, it is. There's some stuff, some creepy stuff. You know, Chris was saying that Christopher Nolan should make a horror film, and you know,
there's one section that's just like one section of this movie just horror, and it was unique.
Yeah.
To me, it wasn't blood and guts. It wasn't slasher. It wasn't. I mean, it might be a little psychological. Not to get into too much details, but that alone was kind of like unexpected.
Yeah.
Pretty cool when watching this movie. I didn't expect, that was the last thing I expected to see, the horror element of this. What did you guys think of the movie though? We're curious. Yeah. It took us a few days to get this review up, and I'm sure you've seen plenty of videos already. Being that we feel like this was a movie of the year contender, we wanted to do an in-home studio review. Well, what do you guys think? Do you guys like our out of theater reaction videos, or do you like this setup? Let us know in the comments, and let us know what you thought of the movie. Let us know what you think of all the controversy, and what is your current movie of the year? Maybe it's something that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. And if there's something else you want us to review, let us know.
Yeah, definitely throw some movies at us. Great movie. Go see it. Whenever you have some time, I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah. If you just watch it as the movie, I get it. If you read the book and certain things are off, I understand that. I do understand that. But if you're just complaining like a crybaby about certain people cast, watch the movie, and I think you'll enjoy it.
And if you don't, you deserve not to.
Yeah.
Because something's living rent free in your head that shouldn't be.
Yeah, you got to rewire something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some therapy or something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's real.
Real Bros out.
We out.